At what point in the season do you expect him to get his first start?
Gosh. I would not be shocked if it started off right away. I wouldn't be shocked.
Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the title, man. We got to talk about our quarterback, Jaxson Dart, potentially starting sooner than we expected. We're here to talk about it, man. Before we jump into that, man, shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the Yankees, man. Knicks making it back to the Eastern Conference Finals. First time in 25 years, I believe. I'm letting y'all know, man, Jalen Brunson's putting pressure on Carmelo Anthony in terms of, being a New York Knick. And then shout out to the Yankees getting it done when Juan Soto's coming back to town. New York was up. New York is up, man. The Giants need to start turning things around as well. And that's going to start off with our rookie quarterback, future franchise quarterback in Jaxson Dart. Jaxson Dart has been taking over headlines ever since he stepped in as a New York Giants quarterback. Hasn't taken any snaps yet, only done rookie minicamp, but you see the ball, being thrown correctly and thrown accurately. It's minicamp, guys. Like, I'm not going to make too much of a big deal when it comes to what we've seen so far with him throwing passes, but the media is going to be all over it. We know they love to talk about the New York Giants. We know they love to talk about the quarterback position in general. And Jaxson Dart, starting sooner than we expected, is already starting to be talked about. I had Kay Adams. We see Kay Adams on with Chris Sims, and they're talking about they wouldn't be surprised if they see Jaxson Dart start week 1. Where is all this coming from? The whole offseason, we're talking about if the Giants draft a quarterback, they're going to sit that quarterback down for at least a year because we got Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. And now we're jumping the gun on Jaxson Dart already. Listen, I'm excited for what Jaxson Dart can bring to this team. I think he's going to learn a lot within this first year, not taking snaps, learning behind a pro in Russell Wilson. But in a perfect scenario, if the Giants, first of all, the perfect scenario is the Giants win games. That's rule number 1. Russell Wilson signed here, but he didn't sign here for the money because he's not getting that big of a bag. He's still getting paid from the Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson signed here to try to win games. So they're going to try to win games, and I think Russell Wilson's quarterback play is going to be a lot better than what we've seen in the past couple of years. So you could see this team maybe winning 8 games this year, 9 games this year, which I would think, hey, there's a chance that you see Russell Wilson out there all year. That's the perfect scenario. What is the perfect scenario for Jaxson Dart? This team goes out there and wins 6 games towards the end of the season. We don't really have a playoff berth in sight. You throw in Jaxson Dart for the last couple games of the season. I feel like that is an ideal rookie season for Jaxson Dart. To get some snaps towards the end of the regular season after you've been learning the whole first half of the season. No reason to throw him into the fire. No reason to throw him in because the team's been losing. It needs to be the latter half of the season when the games don't necessarily matter for us in terms of making it to the playoffs, but he can get that experience and the valuable experience, honestly, of trying to win a football game for the New York Giants in the regular season. I mean, it's going to be a lot if Jaxson Dart does not play the whole first season and then comes in year 2. I would love to see him, throw whatever you want. Take some shots down the field. Don't be scared while you're playing later in the year because, once again, we need this guy to be ready next year. Jaxson Dart's year is next year. It's not this upcoming year. I know it's going to hurt to hear that for some, and some people are going to be upset hearing about it, but we have Russell Wilson for a reason. Russell Wilson should be able to win us some football games this year, and if they want to make any type of noise, Russell Wilson is the best quarterback on this roster. Jaxson Dart has the future potential. He does. He might have some traits that are a little bit better than Russell Wilson in terms of, honestly, I'm going to walk that back. Maybe he doesn't have anything better than Russell Wilson at this point. Maybe he's more mobile. I'll give him that. He's probably more mobile right now. But Jaxson Dart needs to learn the X's and O's. He needs to get that valuable experience of working behind a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Russell Wilson and get his reps throughout the year. We're not going to toss him in week 1. We're not going to toss him in week 6 after the Giants start, who knows, 1-5. And now I'm not saying that the Giants are going to start with that record. We'll do our schedule predictions shortly. We'll be able to touch on that later. We do know the schedule dropped. But in terms of what we want to see out of Jaxson Dart, I just want to see him learn. Sit back there with Brian Daboll or the quarterback coach, learn as much as you can, and by the time you hit that field, man, hopefully he's off and running, and we can talk about what he can be in the future once he touches the field. But all this noise right now, and we're not even in training camp yet, because best believe, Giants fans, I'll let y'all know, you're going to see nice throws in training camp. You're going to see him make plays in the preseason, but it's not time for Jaxson Dart to hit the field just yet. It's not. Let's not plan for him to be the week 1 starter. Let's not clamor for him after the first 3 games. Russell Wilson should be the quarterback of the New York Giants all year this year, and we see what happens overall with the team. Now, are we going to be successful with this method? Is it valuable for Jaxson Dart? I think it is. But can the Giants actually win games this upcoming year with Russell Wilson? I think they can. Russell Wilson was the free agent quarterback I wanted this whole time, and I think at the end of the day, he might be walking into a better offensive scenario than he did with Pittsburgh. It's going to sound crazy to some, but go ahead and look at their offense and look at ours. Malik Neighbors clears George Pickens, in my opinion. Malik Neighbors is a better wide receiver. You should see more of a potential, breakout for Jalen Hyatt. People have been talking about that, obviously, the last 2 years, but if there's any quarterback that's going to use him, it's going to be Russell Wilson. He likes to chuck the ball down the field. He likes to throw it and give his guys a chance to get the ball. Jalen Hyatt could potentially be a weapon that can be used for Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson this year with this offense could be better than last year. He really can. Look at the running game. At the end of the day, the offense got a block. But do you want Tyrone Tracy or do you want Najee Harris? Let's talk about it, man. I think our offense has a better, honestly, weapon for weapon than the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they do. So I want you guys to let me know down below, man. What are your thoughts overall? Do you want Jaxson Dart to start sooner rather than later? I want you guys to let me know down below. Once again, man, appreciate y'all for tapping in. We're going to have more content coming through. They were just at the NFLPA, I believe, on the West Coast. Jaxson Dart, Scadaboo, and Abdul Carter. Love to see our guys represented. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you do check it out. And once again, man, we're almost at dog days of summer, but then this training camp is around the corner. I'm excited to start talking about this team, man. I will catch you guys on the next one. You have a blessed Saturday. Peace.